The discussion between Jordan Peterson and Katie Newman was quite interesting, but even more interesting, the aftermatch was people talking about the talk himself. And I think the most important and the most interesting one was when Jordan Peterson analyzed the whole debate himself. And there were some interesting points pointed out by each and everyone, because it seems pretty much everyone has something to say about this interview, and it looks like the internet is now full of Netflix porn and comment to this very interview. So there was one thing that I missed, and this is that Katie cannot believe him. And why this is. And I think I can deliver a perspective because I was one of them. I was one of these hardcore lefties. And to a degree, I understand what she was doing there. And I try to give you a grasp on that by an example that is completely unpolitical. And just imagine a bunch of teenagers, and one of them asks, "Did you ever kiss a girl?" And the most popular kid, of course, says, "Yes, I kissed thousands of girls," although he knows he never kissed a girl. And then the not as much popular but still popular kids know, okay, they can't say I kissed 1,000 girls, because the most popular guy, you have to stay below that. You say, yeah, of course I kissed hundreds of girls, although they never kissed a girl. And then the nerd comes along and say, yes, I kissed a girl. And all look over to him because they know that they themselves never kissed a girl, and say, no, you don't. You never did. You're the underdog. You're the not popular kid. How can you kiss the girl? And the thing is, perhaps he did. And in this case, let's say he did. And he's the guy that already kissed a girl when the popular kids did not. The thing is, they can't accept that. They can't believe him because they know that he's the underdog and they are the populace, and he can't be better than they are. And so the thing is, but they can't say that. They can't say, but we never kissed a girl, because they already said, oh, yeah, of course I kissed a girl, but you have not. And this is pretty much the perspective of the postmodern neo-Marxists. They think that they have the moral high ground, and everything revolves around them, thinking that they are in the right, they have the moral high ground. Although that they absolutely know that they do terrible things, and their ideology do terrible things, and the guys who were Marxists in the past did terrible things. So they know that they have the moral high ground, although they do terrible things, their peers do terrible things, and their ideology made people do terrible things. So they compare that. So they think that with even this amount of this, even with this pile of bodies, they must have the higher ground, and everything else that is per definition less good than they are must be worse than these terrible things they do, and their ideologies and their guys that follow this ideology already did. So what they are doing is pretty much lying all day. Like the teenage boys, it's not that they run around and want to deceive people. They think they have to lie to hold their social status. It's important to keep up an appearance. It's not so important to be good. It's important to look good. And these people can't stand when somebody. And go back to these teenage boys. Imagine this guy, this underdog guy says, yeah, takes out his mobile phone and gives them a picture and say, this is me kissing a girl. And it is unrefutable that he did it. I mean, he has a picture about it, and they will still say, no, it's not true. You did this in Photoshop or something like that. They can't believe it because it would shatter their worldview. Their worldview is that they are popular, he's the underdog, and he can do nothing better than they. And that's the thing. When you are on the standpoint that you hold a moral high ground because you are a Marxist, and Marxism is the moral high ground, everything else is bad, evil, and whatever, you can't accept that you might be wrong. I mean, remember this picture from X-Files that states, I want to believe. That's that. They want to believe. They don't even believe it. They want to believe. They want to believe that they have the moral high ground, and it has to be because this is the worldview, and everything revolves around that. So Casey could never accept that she is not right, that she don't hold the moral high ground, that in fact she is absolutely wrong and on negative moral side. She can't accept that. It would shatter her worldview, because her worldview is not based on a view on the world. It is a layer that you put over the world and watch it through a lens and so on. And this goes back, I mean, people talk about Marx and do as if Marx was the first leftist of sorts in his way. He's not. I mean, the whole Marxism is based to a large degree on Hegel. And Hegel pretty much pointed out there is no God, we are all gods, because our thoughts make the world as it looks like. So if we all believe in unicorns will exist, and if enough people believe in unicorns will be there. And the reason that they are not there are the people who don't believe in unicorns. And so if we eradicate all the people who don't believe in unicorns and everybody really believes in unicorns, there will be unicorns. This is Hegelism, and Marxism is strongly based on Hegelism. And that's the thing of the socialists in this time were divided, because there were socialists around who were way more practical oriented and say, okay, we just have to improve the conditions of the worker. How do we do that? So there was another school of thought. The thing is that everything of these things, all these things died out in the past, but there were different times. So yeah, that's about it. She can't believe him because she believes in another set of rules. She believes that she is the popular kid. She knows that she never kissed, but she can't accept that he did. Because in her world, he's the underdog. He's the one who is not popular. He is the one who is wrong. He can't be right because he is wrong, because she's right. And she doesn't care about the facts. And that's a problem with these people. And I have absolutely no idea how to solve that. Which is a stupid thing to end a video, but I have to say I have no idea what to do there. Absolutely not. Do you have an idea? Post it in the comment section. Give me a thought. As always, like, share, subscribe, and have a great day.